Hi guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, in this video I'm going to show you step by step how to apply Canada study permit for yourself and an open work permit for your spouse together. So before I proceed further, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe right now because I regularly upload videos. And if you have any concern, any question, anything that comes in your mind, feel always absolutely free to ask us. This is your own channel. Alright guys, so uh, so let's proceed. But before I go further, I would like to clarify that I am not an immigration consultant. Whatever I am going to tell you in this video is based on my analysis, my research and my interest. So whatever I show you in this video could be correct, could not be correct, there could be something wrong. So if you are taking anything out of this video, do it at your own risk. My intention is to show you how you can proceed, but every case is different and you need to fill as per your case, not exactly what is shown in this video, because this is just a direction. Rest is up to you and I won't be responsible if you take anything out of this video and whatever result comes out. Alright guys, so let's proceed. So the very first thing is to consider a case. So let's say there's a couple, John Smith and Elizabeth Smith. So John and Elizabeth are applying for Canada study permit and open work permit. So both are Indian citizens and are living in New Delhi, India, and they are going through it. So John has created his GCK account and he goes in, and if you don't know how to create this account, I'm gonna include a link in the description. You can follow that. So once you click come to Canada, you get this option, visitor visa, study or work permit. So now John is answering this questionnaire. So what John would like to do: study, how long, temporary, more than 6 months, code that matches, he is an Indian citizen, so India. What is your current country or territory of residence? He is currently in India. Do you have a family member who is a current citizen or PR? No. John's date of birth. So let me make him 25 years old, right? Not bad. Yeah, 25 years old. So if I make him 25, then 1996 would be, but let's make him 1995. Not bad. Jan 1st. Wow, great. Are you a green card holder with US? No. Have you been accepted to a DLI? Yes. Have you visited any of the designated countries for 6 months in the last year? Let's say yes. You can always go ahead and check it. I mean, this is just a sample video. Have you had a medical perform last 12 months? Let's say no. What is your marital status? He is married. What is your province of destination? Let's say he's going to Ontario. So you may be eligible to come to Canada as a student. This is the thing came up. Let's click on continue. Do you have a valid work permit or study permit? Need a visa? No, he doesn't have any. He's not applying for a TRV. Are you an exchange student? Let's say no. Is work essential? Let's say no. Are you a spouse, common law partner, child of certain skilled worker or certain full-time student that has or will have status in Canada? Let's say no. As per your case. A developing country? No. Are you accompanying a family member that has status or has recently been approved to come to Canada? So although he's going with his wife, but his wife hasn't been approved and she hasn't have any status in Canada, so I'm gonna put it no. Any criminal offense? No. Family member, do you want to submit an application for family member? Yes. So here comes Elizabeth. Which country your family member live in? Elizabeth lives in India along with John. Which country issued her passport? Again India, both are Indian citizens. Is your family member a green card holder? Let's say no. Marital status, she is married. Date of birth, so John is from 1996, so let's say Elizabeth is 1995, so let's say Elizabeth is from 1997. Yeah, make her birthday as also Jan 1st. Really good, great. Where both will be staying in Ontario. Next, is your family member, why is your family member visiting Canada? So work with an open work permit. Have your family member committed, arrested, charged, criminal conviction? No. Medical exam performed by us in last 12 months? No. This I select yes, but whatever is applicable in your case. Your family member needs an exam performed by an authorized doctor? Okay. Yes. In past 10 years, your family member given fingerprints and photo? No. This is their first application, so they haven't gone. Yeah, he'll be paying the fee. Why he wouldn't? You want to submit another application? Family member? No. So basically, if you have a kid or somebody a kid, you can select yes and proceed from there. Anyone access to your application? No. Now this question is for John. Have you given? So no, even not even John. Fee associated? Yes, he will be paying the fee. Documents with your scanner or camera? Yes, that is why he is applying online. Will he be paying fee? Yes, he will be. Okay, so now the document checklist has been prepared. So this first section is for John. So he's going to fill application for study permit made outside Canada, IMM 1294. Then he needs to upload all this document, letter of acceptance. Then because his account, like he is currently being used to submit an application for his family member, in this case Elizabeth. So Elizabeth and him, like for that is why this 5713 is required. It's like use of a family member representative for online applications. Do not consider it like 5476 where you assign a representative. Don't confuse it with that form. And because of this, and moreover he has also asked for marriage license certificate, financial support, digital photo, family information. Okay, and similarly checklist for her has been created, and fee also it has been created. Alright, so family biometric fee is paid only once, that is why in the second case it is 0. Work permit fee, open work permit fee, these things have been populated. Now out of these, like I have already uploaded videos about like how to fill up this form 1294, then 5645, 5713 and 5257 and 1295. So I'm not gonna go through them once again. Instead I'm gonna include links in the description. You can follow those links about how to fill the forms, and from there you proceed. And one more thing, as I always strongly recommend, fill client information form, because that is really very important. So that is how simple it is, guys. So I hope you like this video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and if you have any concern, any question, anything comes in your mind, feel always absolutely free to ask. Thank you, guys.